Reality. Reality receipts.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley, and we are back to talk about the Love Island Games premiere season 2. It's my first time watching it. I'm loving it so far. What do you think? What did you think of the premiere? Did you love it?
I thought the premiere was good. I did watch last season of Love Island Games, but obviously this is going to be much bigger, much crazier. It is live, so it does have that authentic Love Island feel. And I think like with the new fan base, like Love Island Games has the capacity to be just as big as Love Island. So we will see. We will see. We do have a small receipt report, which I'm sure everybody knows now that Iris and TJ are
Yes.
officially an item.
Yeah.
Iris and TJ were on last season or season 7 of Love Island USA. They were in a couple. TJ went home. She coupled up with Pepe. Pepe cheated on her allegedly, and now she's just made it official with TJ. She went and got that old thing back. So love that
Did
for
she
them.
because I saw all these photos of them at New York Fashion Week. They look amazing. But did they say anything anywhere, or is it just the photos?
I think it's the photos and the hand holding, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't honestly, I've tried to forget about season 7 because I'm just like, get away.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like there's a lot of season 7 people on Love Island Games,
Yeah.
a lot. So I think they may have made a state or said something to confirm that they're together. But I
Mhm.
mean, showing up at Fashion Week holding hands is a
Yeah.
statement
Yeah, they
enough.
look together. That's for sure. I just didn't know. I haven't seen any posts or if they made it Instagram official, but they look so good in the photos. Did you see Pepe and Nick and Ace at Fashion Week, those photos?
I
Where Nick
did.
was not
Yeah.
feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pepe was being a little cringy. He was kind of trying to kiss him and being weird. And yeah, I feel for Nick because I don't think he wanted to be associating with them, but also you don't want to get that oh, you're too good for us rap. So I don't know. What did you think of the photos?
I thought it looked like he was taking pictures with his fans,
Yeah.
and I feel like Pepe was fanboying a little bit because it's like,
Hmm.
you're our boy, but obviously Nick got he's probably one of the most popular men coming out of Love Island season 7, which it amazes me, right? It
Hmm.
amazes me the things that certain people can get away with versus other, because I think objectively, right? I think Nick was just such a um like he I don't know, his personality was just he was just so funny. He was so likable. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But when you truly think about what Nick did, and
Yeah.
how he moved on Love Island, he was it can be seen as really shady,
Do you
And
mean
so
the Sierra part of it, or the what part was he
yeah,
what?
the Sierra part of it, right?
Hmm.
You really did when you think about truly what he did, you went through a whole entire experiment with a girl, you slept with her, you closed off with her, she gets kicked out for something horrible, you don't know what it is she did, and you
Hmm.
jump ship and ride the wave with someone else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I get it, finishing out your experiment, and if it hadn't have been so late in the game, I would have been like, "Oh, okay, well, what else was he supposed to do?" But it's you had days left, and if you genuinely had built a connection with this girl, you probably would have seen that through, or, you know,
Yeah.
contacted her, or, you wouldn't have been worried about finishing out your experience because it's there wasn't much time left. But regardless, he's one of the bigger I think the biggest guy that came out of it.
Hmm.
Um and, you could tell that he doesn't really he's kinda, I hate to say, elevated above them. Even Ace,
Hmm.
we obviously seen Ace in the Speedy interview, not he didn't have very kind things to say about Nick, and it just looked like Nick was keeping it cute. He was just keeping it
Hmm.
professional, he was just keeping it very cute,
Yeah.
but I think he just didn't fuck with them, so
No. I agree. It definitely looked like he did not want anything to do with them, especially because Brian and Pepe haven't had the best reputation since leaving the island. Obviously, they didn't last with their people they left with, and they're not looking
Yeah.
very genuine, which is not a great look for
Yeah.
Nick right now. But I mean, Ace and Shelly are still going strong. But yeah, that interview was not great for their friendship, I'm assuming. And I
Yeah.
mean, Ace was Mr. Stand on business and be real, right? And said he didn't like Nick from that interview, and then he's trying to take pictures with him, but maybe they worked it
Maybe
out.
they
I don't
were
know.
forced to, I don't know, who knows, like,
Yeah.
I mean, Ace looked really happy. Speaking of Nick, he did, like, a partnership with Sweet Green. I don't know if you guys has seen it, and they sent me I don't know why they sent me, like I guess he has, like, a limited edition hat, which is sold out on Green's website, and then, a sticker pack, and they sent me, like, some apples and, like, some syrup, which I ate the apples, and I'm gonna
Nice.
eat the syrup too. But you guys, look out on our Instagram because we are gonna do a giveaway for this stuff because this is, like, a exclusive hat, and it is sold out, and I'm not gonna wear it, and the stickers, we just thought, like, in honor of Love Island Games, like, you guys might want the hat, so you guys follow us on Instagram to get the, giveaway details. We'll be posting them all tomorrow and give it to one of our lucky.
Yeah, stay tuned and we'll make a little Instagram post giving you guys more details about that. Should we
Mhm.
get into Love Island games?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, I mean, it feels very soon. Like if this was in like 2 months, I feel like I mean, I am very into it. I liked it, but it just feels like we were just like decompressing from season 7. I needed a little more time. Like I'm not quite ready for the every night 3 weeks straight of this. Like I love the show, but it always feels like such a wait for the next season, and it's like the summer and the vibes and the feelings, and this just feels like a little rush, like we
Yeah.
just ended. So
We just and especially because we just got the reunion, what, like, a month ago? So,
yeah,
I
like not
think
even, I think.
yeah, yeah, I think same for very soon. I can only imagine for Charlie and for Chris and for Andreina, like, I can imagine it feeling like, "Oh my god, we were just here," like, we barely
Yeah.
I think we could have done with Love Island Games kind of, like, coming in October,
Yeah, or like
like,
January, like
November, like, yeah.
midway. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think, that's the beauty of Love Island, right? Like, you only get it in
In
summer,
the
and,
summer,
like, you
yeah.
look forward to it, and then, like, once it's here, it's like a rush, and you miss it. So I feel like we haven't had enough time to miss it.
I agree. And
Yeah,
for like our Ariana too, and even like Ian, the announcer, I was thinking at first when he started talking, he sounded a little tired. Like he probably normally has like vacations at this time and like
yeah,
a rest, and I'm like, it just feels a little soon. And the one thing I love about Love Island is it is these like brand new people, which makes them feel genuine. I don't know. There's just something about it where they just feel like really genuine people there that actually want love, right? And this kind of has the curse that like Perfect Match has, where it's like people on their second go around and they know how this all works and they know the fame and the money that comes with just being on the show, regardless of if you find love or not. So
yeah,
they are missing that like genuineness that I love about Love Island, but it is a whole different concept and different
yeah,
show, so I'm trying to just still, like, keep an
yeah,
open mind, but definitely some of them, like Kendall and a few others where you're like, "Oh, there's not a genuine bone in your body here for this, you're just here
yeah.
for exactly what you're here
Well,
for,"
I
so
think, and a lot of them are being honest, right? Like, I think we've
yeah,
heard a few of them say, "I'm here for the money," which
mhm.
one of those people is Chris, which, right, we was Chris always this corny? Because I don't know if he just didn't get a
I
lot of
was
airtime on season
mhm.
7, but I'm like, he is incredibly corny. Like, the
Or
whole,
yeah.
yeah, type shit. Let me give you a tour. The whole, like, "Oh, y'all probably know who I am." Like, this man walked in, you guys, and said, "Oh, y'all probably know who I am," and everybody was like, "Why the fuck would we know who you
Yeah.
are?" It was just he's so
His head
cringe.
is very big. I think that's, I think, a symptom of being on the most recent season, right? He's been out for only a couple of weeks, and everywhere he goes, people are obsessed, I'm sure, and like making him think he's really big, which they are a really big deal, right? But I think people who were on 2 to 3 years ago, they know that it dies down and you get a little more humble again, right?
But
You
also the
realize.
people who are on 2 or 3 seasons ago do not have the same experience as people who were on 6
True.
and 7. Even the
Mhm.
people who were on 5, like, they missed the wave. Like, they do not have the impact that season 6 and season 7 have. Like, they're these massive brand deals, millions of followers coming out of the villa. That did not happen in season 5. So I think Chris, it's very interesting to hear him like outwardly say, I'm here for the money. I don't care about the love. You were just in the villa less than 2 months ago acting like you were there for love. Like, what happened to I don't give a damn about being in this villa. I could be overseas playing ball. But now
Yeah.
all of a sudden you care about the money and you give a damn about that villa. Like, I knew it was bullshit when he said it then, but it's like 100% bullshit now. And then now we have this element of 250K. Like, Love
Yeah.
Island, you only get 100K.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, the concept of games, right, is like it's supposed to be okay if you're there to play the game. It's supposed to be okay if two of the strongest competitors want to team up because there's no way you can go home. Well, at least that's how it was on games if you are in a couple and you keep winning, there's no way
Mhm.
that you can get voted out or you can go home, so
Yeah.
you can really ride that wave and make it to the end. But I think, like you said, these are all veterans of Love Island and they're thinking the Love Island mindset. The viewer wants to see love, the viewer wants to
Mhm.
see a couple, the viewer wants, that dynamic. And
Yeah.
that's what they're all that's why we see in the game, nobody chose to pair with anybody based on their competitive level. They all chose like the love
Who they
aspect.
like. Yeah.
Christine actually from Perfect Match, she won Love Island games with Jack. They were an interracial couple and they were cute. They
Yeah.
were like everyone was obsessed with them. They obviously didn't
Mhm.
work out, but yeah.
Did they date afterwards for a
They did.
while?
They
Okay.
did, but again, you're mixing countries, so she's in LA, he's in the UK,
Mhm.
and they did date for a while, quite a while after, but and I ultimately don't know why they ended, but they were so cute,
Yeah.
they were eating it up, like, everybody was
Aw.
eating it up, so I think they know that, the viewers want the love aspect, and if people get together for the competition, they're gonna be like,
Yeah, people will vote them off, right? Because 'Cause they're like, "We want to see people that actually wanna, like, get together."
and if
So
they win, you don't have the choice to vote them off. You literally don't. So
mhm.
like say Chris and what's the girl who's coupled up with Kendall right now? She won for the girls.
Garby.
Garby.
Yes.
If Garby and Chris would have teamed up and they just keep smashing challenges,
Mhm.
there's no voting them off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So if they keep winning, there's no America can't vote them off. The house can't vote them off. Like they could win. They could win
Yeah.
the game
If they won every
100%.
single challenge, yeah.
Yes, if they won every
Yeah.
single challenge. So but that's a risk, so
Ricky, my favorite season is here. There is a chill in the air, crispy leaves on the ground, and it's got me thinking about my favorite fall recipes that I like to make. Do you have any favorites?
girl, I have been using HelloFresh to make soups. I love soups in the fall. I love, like, hearty meals, and I made their beef stew the other day. It fed me for, like, a week. It was supposed to only be for 2 people, but I really could feed, like, 8. So, meals are just, like, much bigger and, like, it's just they have the best new fall recipe. Have you been using HelloFresh?
I have been using HelloFresh. I love it, and you probably noticed that they have doubled their menu lately, so you can now choose from 100 options each week, which is amazing.
Oh my god, I love the healthier meal options because 'cause I'm trying to get fit, and they say summer bodies are made in the winter, so I love that they have a lot of healthier meal options packed with proteins, packed with veggies, and I already told you about the steak and seafood. You get so many more steak and seafood options at no extra cost, so
The best way to cook just got better. Go to hellofresh.com/RR10FM now to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life. One per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's hellofresh.com/RR10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life. I was surprised to see Chris, like he said, I'm here for the money, and then he doesn't pick Garby. I didn't really get that. I'm like, you said you wanted the money and you could have had the best girl, but it was weird.
yeah, well, she didn't pick him either, so even if he would have
Sure.
picked him, he would have
Yeah.
been records.
I guess he knew she wasn't gonna pick him, I guess,
But
so
it's like, is that fair though, right? To put Chris up against anyone? Like, he's a professional athlete,
yeah.
he's massive, he's 6'8", he's so huge. Like, is that even fair to put him up against anybody? Like,
No, I was thinking, like, yeah, he's a professional athlete. If he comes in here and doesn't win at all, like, that's gonna be embarrassing, like, for the challenges, but we'll see
yeah,
what happens. So,
yeah.
should we well, I guess do you wanna talk about all of the people separately, or do you wanna just I mean, we all know the cast, I guess, but what
We all know
were
I
your
think we all
first
know the cast,
thoughts?
but we do have some newcomer I mean, people
Mhm.
new watchers, right? People who maybe only watched season 7 or even season 6. I think our first 2 girls in the house were KK and Andrea, right?
Andrea, yes. I I know the choices are interesting, right? I think out of all of the seasons, the one I watched the least was season 5. I watched, like, the first half, and then I kinda, like I don't know what happened, but I've watched the rest of them fully. But I've never seen a lot of KK is basically what this is my
Oh,
first, like, seeing a lot of her, and then,
oh,
obviously, Andrea was, kind of annoying to people, and then Andreina is a little bit annoying. I'm like, "Th this is weird choices, right?" Like,
yeah.
do you think they're, like, likable is basically what I'm asking. Are they, like, the
So I
people
found Andraina. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, just for our listeners who aren't aware, I watched all of season 5. KK had a really rough season. She was an OG. She kind of talked about it on the beginning of the episode, but she was an
Mhm,
OG. She coupled up with this guy named Keenan from day one. And when I tell you, Ashley, he played in her face over and over and over and over. Anytime there was a girl that came into the house, his head was turning. He was trying to match with them.
uh-huh,
And he would just end up back with KK for whatever reason. The other girl didn't pick him or it didn't go well or whatever. And he would just always
mhm,
end up with KK. And she was like sliding down a wall over this man. She was like, my man, my man, my man, like very
mhm.
early on. I really was rooting for KK. She's definitely been in my comments cussing me out because I called her all kind of like at some point I was like, okay, okay, girl, like you just dumb, like you just stupid over this man, like
Mhm.
and America really had a soft spot for KK, so they voted Keenan out. Like America had the vote and they voted him out and she left with him. Right? And like everyone was
Oh, no.
so pissed at it because
Uh-huh,
everyone wanted her to like everyone liked her and hated him and wanted her to just move on and like find somebody else. Like if I had to describe it, she was like the Janae of like her season. Like everyone was
okay.
just rooting for her. And she ended up leaving with him. And then it was just like he like girl Casa Amor, like hooked up with a whole nother girl. Like
Oh,
and
no.
KK's like sleeping outside and like sliding, like literally sliding down while I crawled up in a ball crying over this man, like looking stupid, 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 dumb, 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 and then just taking
Oh,
him back.
no.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, KK done cussed me out a few times in my comments because I
You
called
thought this
her I called her all kind of dumbasses. So, that's her story. Obviously, you know Andrea's story. First of
Yes.
all, Andrea wasn't really in her season a lot. Her time in the villa was very short. She got
Yeah.
cut very
Yeah,
soon.
she
She
was fine on the show. Like, no, I don't think anyone found her annoying on the show. It was the after. Yeah,
Yes.
the TikToks and her behavior after where everybody was kinda like, "Oh, okay, like, we
Right.
didn't see this full
Yeah.
picture of you." I'm not
Cringe.
finding her actually annoying on this either. I think
Same.
she's better. It's more
Same.
just like the
Rob.
yeah, I found the choices interesting, I guess. These 3 girls from each season are who they would pick, but that makes more sense for KK. Like, they wanna give
Yes.
her a redemption,
They
so I
want
get
to give
that.
her
I
redemption.
guess, yeah, they all kinda need a
Andrea too,
redemption, right?
maybe. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Andrea too needs a redemption because, like I said, I don't find Andrea annoying on the show yet.
Mhm.
Not to say that I'm going to, but like on her season, she wasn't annoying. I think
Yeah.
what will be annoying is the Rob references. We've already heard 2
Mhm.
Rob references so far. You've
Yeah.
got to like have something else other than Rob. Like she's like, "Oh, I have PTSD because of the snakes and Rob." And then
Yeah,
she said
that was
something
bad.
about Rob in her intro and it's like you can't make Rob your whole personality. She was
No,
literally coupled up with him you guys for like a
a
week
day.
before she got sent home.
Well, and
Maybe a few days before she got sent home.
she has had a boyfriend too ever since a DJ. Do you know which DJ? I
Yeah.
was just gonna look it
Yeah.
up. Who was
Yeah,
it?
she said it on her intro too that, like, she had a really famous or not a really famous, but a really public relationship that ended. I don't know who the DJ is, I just know that she had, like, a little boo.
I
But
think he's like a pretty famous DJ, and she said, she was like, "People are gonna be surprised to see me here because they think that I have a boyfriend. Do you think this is a situation where she got the call to go on?" And he was like, "Let's just pretend we broke up." But, like, who would really be okay with that? Because you got like, she's kissing, and it's a
yeah.
lot. That would be a lot.
No, I don't know. I feel
Just
like girls are more so like let their men do it versus like men letting their girlfriends do it. I did not have a problem with Andreina last season. People didn't like her because they felt like she was like going against Huda. You know what I mean? Like,
mhm,
I don't think that Andreina was a problem at all. You know, like she said
yeah,
Huda was slamming drawers around. She probably was, and the scenes got cut. I know that's when people got like really, really mad at her. Um,
mhm,
I find her like now that she's getting more airtime, like we said, we get to see if she's more talkative, if she's not boring. You were totally right about her and Tyreek hooking up
yes,
in your yeah, you were right about KK and you were right about a
yes.
lot of
I think
actually.
I think only, like, half of them, and then, yeah, I think I said Kendall and Andrea, so I got some of them very wrong, but, yeah,
Yeah,
I felt like Andreina and Tyreek were definitely gonna be attracted to each other. Apparently, they were in each other's DMs already,
yeah.
so oh, and I realized Andrea's boyfriend was Acraze, you know that DJ? Is that how you
Mm-mm,
say it?
mm-mm.
He had, like, a really popular song last year, but anyways, so the people on the Twitter are saying she was with him 2 weeks before she left, basically, so it was a very abrupt breakup, so
Oh,
which
okay,
doesn't mean it wasn't true. I mean, she definitely could have been already maybe not feeling it and was, like, thinking about a breakup, then you get asked to go on the show, and you're like, "That seals the deal for me," but
well,
I don't know.
anybody that's seen Andrea's cringy content after her season of Love Island would know that she is not passing up the chance to get her 5 minutes. Like, you
I
guys,
agree.
when I tell you she was dragging it, like, every post, she was posting, like, probably 5, 6 times a day, a post about the show, and it's like, okay, at this
Mhm,
point, like, you were off the show more than you were on the show, and you're posting
mm,
so many videos about the show. Rob says that that's why when he came out the villa, he didn't contact her was because he thought her behavior on social media was alarming, and she
yeah,
was dragging it. Like, it became so cringy to where people were, like, literally, like, making videos, like, of how
and when
cringy she was.
did you see that one when they're like, is Rob a good kisser?" And she did a little spin, and she's like, "Yes," a little snap, so
Yeah, so she did
I
that in her
mean,
opening today. She did
I'm
it
not
Love Island opening. She was like
oh, did she? Oh,
yeah,
so
you
I
didn't
missed
notice
that,
it? Like,
but
she was like,
no,
"Yes," or something, and so she made a mockery of it, but yeah.
that's funny. I like that people can make fun of themselves like that, but
Yeah.
it would be hard, like, in any relationship to turn like, people know what the show can bring to them. It would
Mhm,
be hard to turn it down. Like, you'd have to be very solid in your current relationship, like marriage heading to marriage to
mhm.
turn this down because it's not
She
gonna come
said
back around.
they were dating for almost a year. That
Yeah.
seems like a solid
Yeah, but
relationship. I don't know.
he he is a DJ though, right? Like, that would be tough. I like I said, I could see her already kind of maybe being on the fence about it, and then this just seals the deal, right? Like, it would be hard to date a DJ, I feel like. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fair.
a lot of reasons. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's probably not messy since he has, like, a career, so he probably won't be coming out to say, like, "Yeah, she dumped me to go on the show," so we might not find out, but who knows? Maybe they just mutually parted ways right before and it worked out well for her and she got a little positive karma now after like it was so bad for her last year. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I think she's not that bad. Like I was liking her and Josh, but I guess we're getting ahead of ourselves. But
yeah.
do you what are you thinking of the older seasons like Isaiah and Josh? You like them so far?
I think Josh, I mean, I think his story is just so heartwarming. It's really hard
Mm,
not to like him. He seems like a nice guy. I mean, I think he was like a little bit of a sore loser and kind of doing a
mhm.
lot like with him. losing in the
Yeah.
competition, but other than that, like, I think he seems like a nice kid.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Isaiah, I didn't watch his season. So there are some people on the cast, like, Lucinda, I think was another girl that I've never seen her before. So,
Mhm.
I like the mix of, like, the faces I don't know mixed with the faces that I do know.
Yeah.
It's a good blend, so
Yeah, it's nice to see some new faces and then some familiar faces too. I think Josh is just super competitive. That came across like he did not like losing. So I live with three boys that are the exact same way and it's exhausting. So if, I was like, that's just how some are. But I don't know, it's giving like short man a little bit, but I don't think he is short. He just walked in with Chris and he looks short, but he's not
yeah.
actually short.
But
Is
he
he?
might be because Andrea is, like, they're almost the same height.
Right. Okay. I think he's not sure, but not tall.
Shorter.
Yes, not to stereotype short men, but sometimes they have a reputation of being a little more, like, spicy, right? Like, a
Yeah.
little more cranky, so that's what he was giving.
Yeah. But
He
I
didn't
think
wanna
he's
lose.
sweet. I think
Yeah,
he's yeah, I think he seems like I mean, his story is just so touching, so it's like, we'll see.
mhm. What
Who else?
about
Kendall. Kendall's
KK?
also so cringy, by the way.
Ugh, I can't stand him, honestly. Like, I on, what was the show? Beyond the Villa, I was when season 6 ended, I didn't mind him. Beyond the Villa, I was like, "Eh," and now I'm just done with him. I can't. He's just so disingenuous to me, I just can't. He
He's so cringy. His intro video, like, like I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's not who he thinks he is. Like, he's absolutely not who he thinks he is.
No,
I don't
and
know
for
if he
him to
thinks he's
make,
like
like he had what I would assume is a traumatic event with what happened at the reunion and this video and all of that was horrible, right? And I'm like, he just seems so willing to like jump, like he just wants the fame so bad that he's just so excited to jump back onto the show, which I don't know. For me, I think I'd be like, I will pass on that. Like, with everything that happened, you'd think it would be like some bad memories, but he's like Aaron's grandma said, we could tell you love being on the show, like that came across. And now it's like times 10. Like he's like
yeah.
way too excited to be
He's
there.
excited and he thinks I don't know if he, like, thinks he's, like, Love Island royalty or, like, I'm from the infamous season 6, like, I don't know, like, that's just, like, the vibe that I was getting that he's like, "Oh, yeah, it's me, Kendall from season 6," like, his entry was so cringy, I don't know who told him to leave them braids out, hanging out loose, like, tie them up in a little man bun, like, I just think Kendall is so cringy, like, he does like, just based on what we've seen, I don't
Mhm.
think Kendall likes black women, so I don't know what he's doing with you the minute a white girl comes in, he's gonna flip.
It made me so mad that Garby's with him because I love her so far. I think she's amazing. And I'm
Really,
like, this is giving Brian and Amaya, where Brian attached himself to Amaya because he knew we loved her. And I'm like, Kendall is doing that with Garby. And I mean, she did pick him though, right? But
he
I'm
did,
like, why?
mhm.
I did think the Ken and Garby thing was cute though. I'm like, damn
Me
it,
too.
that's a good name. Like, I wish it wasn't Kendall, but I like that nickname.
Ken
It's
and
cute. So
Garby, like, yeah,
it's
that's, like,
perfect. I know.
so yeah,
But yeah, she seems amazing, and I'm like, "Not Kendall, please." Like,
not
I
Ken
like her,
like,
so
he's gonna try and ride her coattail, especially if she's a good competitor. But that's the thing is, like, I think he's just gonna flip-flop the minute, like, a blonde or somebody that looks like Nicole comes in, and I don't like that for Garby, although I don't think Garby has made it quite clear that she's there
yeah.
to win,
I
so,
I don't know if I feel like Kendall really ever liked Nicole either, like, I don't know who he likes,
So,
kinda.
next up was Mert. I don't even remember a word that they said about Mert, but he is so fine.
He is,
Oh
and he's so
my
sweet too.
is sweet, like,
Mhm.
he's so sweet, like, I don't care that he can't really speak English, I don't know his teeth are not real, correct? Like, those are
I think everybody we've learned this from a few shows that we cover, like, everybody in Europe maybe is getting turkey teeth. I thought it was just
yeah,
the UK, but
yeah,
apparently
I wish
everyone is doing that. They call it turkey teeth because they go to Turkey, I guess, and get cheap
yes,
veneers, but
mhm, mhm.
you
I
get what
hate
you
to
pay
think
for.
not everybody not everybody needs veneers,
Mhm.
They're very popular here in LA too, like, you see them a lot. I feel
Uh-huh.
like his are very white, and if
Yeah.
he didn't have those veneers, Mert, oh my god, I was like when he came on the screen, I was like, "Oh my lord, Jesus, look at those abs." But Mert
He's
is very, very sexy.
He is, and so sweet when he was, like, struggling to speak in English, and Ariana was like, "Just say it in Dutch." He's like, "Oh, I'm speechless in every language," which was cute, like, it's hard though because he's not really having the good banter because of the language barrier, so I feel bad for him because I think if he was speaking to someone in Dutch, they would have good banter, and we would probably like him even more, but it's hard to see his personality because he's struggling a bit.
That's the issue when they're doing multiple country because I think there was a guy like that on last season of Love
Uh-huh.
Island Games, and he got voted out fairly quickly because there was, like, a language barrier, he wasn't able to, like, communicate properly, but I
Yeah.
do think and he also was the one that was telling all the guys that were saying they were there for money, like, "Money's gonna go," like, you know what I mean? Like, money you can't take it with you, like,
True.
it's the connections that you make here
Aw,
that are lasting, like, that's just so sweet, Mert,
that
like, he's so
is.
sweet, and he's so hot. That's why he
Mhm.
got stolen at the end, but we will get there.
Yeah, I that shocked oh, yeah, let's get to that because that was crazy, but the only other interesting part of the intros when they all came in, I think, was when KK roasted Chris a little with the "I knew you came from the overseas," which was so funny because every comment about Chris online is
Yes. Yes.
overseas.
I
Yeah.
thought it was interesting that Chris said that he's fangirling because he watched KK season. Again,
Yes.
another thing of like, I thought you didn't weren't worried about this show, and I thought you could be
Mhm.
overseas playing ball, and I thought it didn't matter. What did you think of Nicola's, Kim K impression?
I mean, it wasn't the best, but I think she's funny. I like her. I feel like she seems really genuine. I
She's
don't know
very
if it's just
genuine.
yeah,
She's a
she's
little
cute.
awkward.
Very awkward.
I'm
Yes.
like,
Not
that was
like
just an American accent. That wasn't a Kim K impression.
that's probably what she's used to like seeing though, right? Like she thinks that's Kim K only because that's probably what they watch or
Mhm,
something. But
mhm.
Garby doesn't have an accent at all, which I was so confused at first because they said she from the Netherlands too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And
I think so,
then
yeah.
yeah, I was confused, but she said she has an American accent, obviously. So, yeah, I thought Nicola was cute, but not the best Kim K. I've heard
Yeah,
better, so
yeah,
but she's
yeah.
sweet. Um, yeah, I was shocked that Chris okay, I don't want people to get it twisted though. Just because I don't like Chris now, I'm still not a Huda fan because
Hey!
I posted a clip
Hey!
Okay, I posted a clip about Chris, like the KK Chris thing, and some people in the comments were like, "Oh, the Chris hate is so forced." And I think they thought it's just because I like Huda, I'm posting against Chris. But no, this is independent of that. This is just Chris and his behavior on the show. I'm not defending Huda. I still think the way she treated him was bad. This is whole new behavior that we're seeing. He's just cringy now. So
He's cringy, like,
yeah,
"Oh, like, hey, let me give you a tour," like, this isn't your house, just because you were just here, like, this isn't your house, like and again, maybe we didn't notice how cringy he was because how poorly Huda was treating him overshadowed his
yeah.
cringiness, or he didn't get a lot of airtime, so his cringiness was overshadowed. Like, I don't like Huda, but Chris is cringy AF, or at least what he's showing us so far is very cringy. I don't and like you said, I don't know if his head has just gotten big because of the
Mhm.
season. That's what it seems like. He's cringy. He's
See,
cringy.
that was the problem with Huda's behavior on the show is that we didn't want to be defending a man and we wouldn't have had to if she would have just chilled out and we probably would have seen the real Chris or I still don't think there's anything that wrong with what Jeremiah did, but if she wasn't behaving how she was, we might have gotten to see more of
Yeah.
this like you said, but I don't know, he barely talked. He was always like sulking around because of her behavior. So
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
I feel like he's being himself and I'm like, "Oh, no, it's not good."
Yeah. Yeah. Because you just claim that I could be overseas playing ball. I don't care about this villa. And whole time you're a fan. Like you're a fan of the show. You watch JK. Like whole time
You're
you're a
back
fan.
in the villa.
Yeah, you're back in the villa, like on the reunion, like, trying to give us signs, like, "Okay, we get it, like, you're gonna be on Love Island Games, like, you
He
made
was
that very clear, Chris, we got it." Like,
he was showing up there no matter what. He was gonna take his own boat if they didn't invite him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was
So
set to go.
we seen a little challenge. Obviously, Chris and Garby were the best girl and guy, and then we had who was the worst guy?
Lucinda was the worst girl, and I think mm, who was the worst guy? Isaiah?
Isaiah. Yeah. So then now we got our couples, and then we have, I think the challenges are more about like strength and like,
Yeah.
agility or whatever. So we are gonna see a lot more games, and then we have our couples, and then we have our first, are they called bombshells or heartbreakers? I guess
They're
technically.
calling them heartbreakers, so
Okay.
I guess they're called the heartbreakers. What
Yeah.
what did you think of all of the couples? I thought they were all good except I don't think Isaiah's into Nicola at all.
Same. Same.
And I don't know what was up with Lucinda, but she looked miserable for the second half of it. I don't know if it was just being the worst girl or what. She didn't couple up with who she wanted, but she did not look happy. It looked cold too. It was like windy in the back, and they're in
I
the tiny
thought that she
outfits.
liked Mert. I thought that that was like when she was talking amongst the girls, that's who she said she would pick, right? And she
Mhm.
picked him in the challenge, right, to save him, didn't she?
I'm kind of thinking after they finally got to, like, talk, it
Mm,
would be hard, right, if that's the one person you're kind of chatting with and there's a language barrier, it might
yeah.
feel a little bit isolating and alone, and
Yeah.
that's kind of where I think once they started trying to talk and she realized she wouldn't be able to have that, like, comforting, like, funny chats, right, and she started to kinda, like she said, it wasn't her day, but, yeah, by the end of the kissing thing, she was just looked like she was
She
ready
had
to get out of there.
such a bad day, like, such a
Mhm.
bad day. She got her man stolen, and she, was the worst girl,
Yeah,
so not
yeah,
a
it was
good day
not
to be Lucinda, so
no, not good at all. Okay, why though is KK so excited about Chris? Like, cause I was like, he's giving her
that's how
nothing.
she was with Keenan, and
That's
that's
what's
what's
scaring
so
me.
annoying to see. I wrote that down. I
Uh-huh.
literally wrote that down. KK is already smitten over Chris, and that's how she was with Keenan. That's exactly where she went wrong, is like day 1, she locked in, and and Keenan was giving her nothing. When I tell you he was breaking his back, looking at every which way, really trying to like find somebody that wanted him. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Other than her, and whenever he couldn't find somebody that did that wanted him, like, he would just go back to KK, and she would be like, "Ah," like, she thought it meant like, "Oh, he just really likes me. Oh, he just really, like, fucks with me," and it's like, "No, girl, nobody else wanted him. Nobody else would take him, so now he's back with you," and she just, like, couldn't get that, comprehend that. So to see her so excited over Chris, who's giving her nothing, is annoying.
Nothing. Yeah, like they kept flashing to her confessional where she's like freaking out over him, but then they like flash back and he's like, "You got some big ass hands," and like not even being like nice to her. And I'm like, maybe they do people dirty like that. There might have been nicer combos they're not showing us. I hope, but I was like, where is she getting this from? Because he's like semi interested. Like I don't know. He did say when he was
And
with the
made it
guys, like,
very clear that you're there for the game. He told her that to her face.
yeah. So I hope I see it not going well for her, but I'm worried because she's way too in on him, and it's like, "Didn't you learn last time? Like, play it cool,
Didn't.
feel it
And
out."
she said, like, "Oh, I was, like, blindly loyal to him, and, like, now
Mhm.
you have to earn it." But you see, Chris has done absolutely nothing. It's been 1 day, and she's already, like,
Yeah,
"Just
not a good
you're
start.
online last time." This is exactly why, but we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt this time. We're gonna, because I'm
Mhm,
really for KK. She's honestly, like, even in her seasons, she is very sweet, and you can tell she just wants love, like, she's a lover girl. And we
mhm.
heard her say in the opening, like, "Oh, you have to be a little delusional." Like, she's Delulu for real. So we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, and we're just gonna
Yes,
see. Hopefully, she doesn't make the same mistakes she made on her season, but just keep
I
your
agree.
eyes peeled, KK. Keep your eyes peeled.
This, Solane is
She's a
like
cat.
a Disney villain. Yeah, like, she's
Yes!
wild.
Yeah, she walked in there like, "You scared to look at me?" You like,
Yeah,
she's like, "And it matches her dress." Like, I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
she's
that was bold.
spicy. She is spicy."
I was surprised that she picked Mert. Were you surprised? Like,
I was surprised. I don't know who I thought she was gonna pick Chris, but, like,
me too.
for the purposes of winning. And I think Chris is like so full of himself that he thinks that people are like interested in him or kissing him because he's big and he's tall and he's a
Mhm.
good competitor or because he's fine, right? But the
Yeah.
reason that people are picking you is because this is a game show and it's about winning challenges and you're a competitor and you could probably win challenges. Like I don't think it
Yeah.
has anything to do with you and your broccoli ass hair. Like it's because you're a good competitor. You know,
Yeah.
like, and he thinks it's, like, because he's the shit, he's the bomb
Yeah.
diggity. I'm like, I don't think that's it. But I thought she was gonna pick Chris. Mm,
Yeah, me too. I was really surprised. Like, I don't know. She's bold because if a man wouldn't even look at me like he's clearly not interested, like how are you gonna go up
like
and kiss him
how
and pick
Jeremiah
him?
did when, like, to Ulisa, right? He was, like, even when she was kissing him, he was, like, looking at his his eye.
You could not have been less into it. And I'm like, why are you picking him? Like, I don't understand. Maybe she watched his season and had a crush on him. I don't know.
I mean, he's good looking. Like, if you just
Yeah.
went for visuals, like, he would be my choice too, but like you
Mhm.
said, once he wouldn't look at her and, like, one he was, like, looking like he was in the army, like, he was like
Yeah.
like, he just wouldn't
It
and then
was like a horror movie. Like, don't
and then when
move. And
she's
she won't.
kissing him, he's, like, literally, like, looks freaking terrified, and so, yeah, it was ballsy of her to do that and then put the necklace on the girl and be like, "Oh, it matches her dress," like, skedaddle, like, oof.
Poor Lucinda, she was already, like, on the verge of tears, and then that happens,
I
like
think Mert is just so obsessed with Lucinda that he's like,
mhm,
"No, like, I don't want her to go," like,
yeah.
so
Yeah, and then what the heck is up with Charlie picking Andrea?
I
Where did
knew
that come
Charlie was
from?
gonna pick a blonde. That's what's so crazy, is that I knew Charlie was gonna pick a blonde, so when he first went to kiss Nicola, I think Nicola was his first kiss,
Mhm,
and, I was like, "Okay, like, you're just trying to throw us off, like,
mhm.
because there's, this notion that he likes blondes or whatever, like." And then, of course, the person you choose is a
I
blonde, and
thought
then that kiss was awkward too. She was
yeah,
it was, like, so
yeah.
I thought he was gonna pick Andreina.
I thought he was gonna like, I thought he would be a good match with Lucinda. So how does that work? Because Lucinda was already wearing the necklace. Could he still pick her or no?
I don't know.
'Cause I thought that would've been his first choice, and I'm wondering if he couldn't pick her because she was already wearing the necklace, so he had to pick his second choice, which was Andrea, like, which I don't understand why, like, I didn't see any chemistry there. I don't know if he's
She's
just trying to
blonde.
pick off of, like, fame levels or competition levels, because it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know, he seemed to really enjoy the kiss with Andreina, so I thought it was gonna be her, but
Yeah, and his little speech before, like, "This should have happened before, and it's gonna happen now," or something weird like
okay,
that.
buddy. I don't
That's
know,
just
I think Charlie, like, really threw me off on the reunion. You know what I mean? Like,
mm,
he came into the reunion with, like, so much smoke, like, he was so angry, like, "Oh, yeah, now I can confront everybody that sent me home," and he was so
mm,
mad about the choice, and then I think he made a TikTok, like, "So happy I can put Love
yeah.
Island behind me so I never have to
Don't
see
have to
these
see
people
them.
again."
Now he's in the villa with, like, half of them. It's
Half
so
of
funny.
that? Yeah, like, I don't know. I mean, Charlie's good looking, but there's just something about his attitude that is
Uh-huh.
really off-putting, so
It's he had the same problem that Andreina had in the villa where, like, they're very attractive people, but for some reason, no one was picking them. So it's, like, clearly is something to do with their personality, right? Because
right.
what else do you have to go off of? And these people are spending the whole day, every day with them, so they
But
must
I
see
feel
something we
like we're
don't.
seeing more of Andreina's
So
personality.
you're liking what you see?
I like her. Like, I didn't have a problem with her last season. I really
Yeah.
didn't.
I
I
didn't
think
mind her on Love Island, and I thought her and Jeremiah were great, and I feel like we didn't see much of her. Apparently, she napped the whole time, so she's not
yeah,
gonna nap this time, but I don't know, like, that the laugh was funny. Her
yeah, what
little
do you think of her so far? What's your take? No, you
I
need to see more.
I find her kind of annoying, but, like, I'm
Okay.
sure people find me annoying, like, it happens, like, but I think I don't know, I just not I don't she's not my favorite, that's all. I like
Okay.
Nicola, I like Lucinda, I like even Andrea I'm enjoying, but I don't know what it is about Andreina. Let me know if I'm crazy and if you guys are all loving her. I was excited to see more of her. So far, I'm just like, I don't know,
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
but you like her.
I think Tariq is funny. I think he's really
Yeah.
funny.
They're a good match, I think.
Yeah, I think they're a good
Mhm.
match. I think they look really good together. I know he was like a fan favorite on his season. Like he has like he's very witty. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I think we'll see. Like, she's definitely, if she's boring, like how Brian said on her season, like I think someone like Tariq is like could bring her funny side out. So let's
Mhm.
see. Maybe I just like
Yeah.
her because she's fine. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
and I
she
have a crush
definitely
on her.
she definitely is gorgeous, and I don't know if it's that she's annoying, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, she just doesn't have, like, that quick wit that a lot of people have that make it funny. I don't know, there's just something off about when she's
Okay.
trying to talk. I don't know what it
Okay.
is.
All right. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Maybe
We'll
it's
see
just
more
her
of them.
saying, like, "Your man," like, just too many times, and I just can't.
She did ride that wave. That was, yeah, you're right. And I think again, sometimes it's like the social media aftermath of it
Mhm.
all because she rode that I'm taking your man. Like she rode
Yeah.
that till the wheels fell off.
And now she's come up with, like, 3 new variations of it on this one, and yeah, I don't know. I liked her like, I loved her with Jeremiah, though, like, their interactions I thought were great, so maybe she'll get to that point. It was just, that you can tell they are really trying hard to have those moments, those social media, like, viral moments with the things they say a lot more on this one compared to on Love Island. It feels a little more genuine, even though it probably isn't either, but
Yeah,
this one
because
you
you
can
don't
tell.
know what that didn't even seem like a moment that was gonna go viral. Like, I'm taking your man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Or like,
I know, it's so true.
like there's so many things that
It's
happen
so
that
random.
you just don't even expect to like be a thing, like that people
Yeah.
like latch onto. So
Mhm. Yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys think because I don't know why she just rubbed me the wrong way, but
yeah. But I mean, I think
maybe
it's a good start to the season. Obviously, we're gonna get
yeah.
they gonna be here every night. So we gonna get they
Ugh,
gonna be here. Usually we don't even get an episode on what is today on Wednesdays, but we're getting an episode tomorrow. I
we're
think maybe
getting
because
one
it's premiere week. So
every day for 3 weeks. We're back at it. So are
we're
you
back
ready for it?
at it.
You don't have no plans for the next 3 weeks, right? We just live
Nope,
here
I
with me
canceled
and
them
live.
all.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
all.
weren't you gonna go on a vacation or something?
I was. I actually was gonna go to my friend whose birthday it was. We were gonna go on a little island vacay for 4 or 5 days, and I literally was like, "You know what? Love Island Games is premiering, and it comes on every night, and honestly, I don't wanna have to record and take out hours of the day out of our trip, so we're just gonna have to do it when the season's." So,
Well, we thought it was only 2 weeks, but, apparently, according to Ariana tonight, it's 3 weeks. So then Love Is Blind will be on, so you can have a vacation in January, okay? No, just you pack your stuff and record on the island, that'd be fun. I did that one
You
time. It worked.
can, but I do think, like, I just, like
It's
you
hard, yeah.
can, but it's like, if I just knowing the magnitude of Love Island games and knowing that's every single day, like, if it was
Yeah,
probably a Love Island season where it was like, I'm
yeah,
one recording or whatever, but yeah, so I was like,
yeah.
"No, let's just reschedule."
Well, who do you think is gonna go home first or too early to tell, do you think?
I think it's too early to tell.
Yeah, we
It's
need
too
to see
early to tell.
tomorrow's episode first. They got
Yeah.
48 hours, so
They're 48 hours. I hope it's not Nicola because she does seem a little reserved and shy. I do
yeah,
worry if Isaiah's not really into her, she could be left vulnerable.
yeah.
Uh, um, because she is shy. You see when Charlie went in to kiss her, she was like, "Oh, oh, oh, oh." So,
Mhm.
and then I don't know, it seems like I don't know. I don't know.
I could
Nicola and Isaiah both, I will say, so far seem like the weakest link.
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see them going home or Lucinda and Mert
Lewis.
because I feel like obviously Lucinda's already got the necklace, and then if Mert is not feeling what's her name? Salon? whatever it
Celine.
is,
Yeah.
Celine, yes, then she might end up picking someone else or
Okay.
something, so I could see him being vulnerable, but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll find out not tomorrow, I guess Thursday they'll be going home, so
Yeah.
we'll be back with some more Love Island tomorrow probably, but do you wanna talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
Yes. So I'm gonna need some help because you already know, like in the beginning, trying to get used to all the names, and then they bringing up shit that happened in past seasons, and I was just in there like, who the fuck is
Yeah.
Jen Shaw? Like, what she do? Like, y'all got some up for Jen Shaw.
This one was very reliant on past events, so as a newcomer, I'm sure that was very overwhelming, and there was a lot of history in this one. Do you know anything about Jen Shah?
Just what they said on here.
Yeah, so basically so you know how I really hate when they're doing pranks on these shows, and this, franchise usually doesn't have to resort to pranks because it's usually very exciting. So seeing a prank in the premiere, I was like, "Ooh, that's not a great sign," but it was a throwback to, like, an iconic moment. So they had that flashback where they were getting ready to go on the Sprinter van and, like, the cops swarmed it, so that really happened while they were filming. So this Jen Shah lady had, like was, like, arrested while they were filming for, like, major crimes. She was, like, running this, like, money laundering thing where she was basically stealing money from senior citizens. So she was, like yeah, like, terrible, terrible stuff. She was, like I can't remember exactly the details, but basically, like, calling senior citizens on the phone and tricking them into giving her money. So,
Oh
yeah.
my God, bitch, you going to hell.
Yeah, yeah, like, she was running a very terrible operation, and so she's in prison. She got sentenced, I think, in yeah, oh, yeah, one of their one of their cast members is literally in jail, so
How long is she in jail for?
I know she was supposed to go for 6 years, but I believe they keep, like, reducing her sentence for, like, good behavior, so that's why the other ladies get offended when they get compared to her because it's like stealing from seniors
It's
is pretty
diabolical. What,
yeah. Okay, so she got sentenced to 6.5 years in January 2023, but now she's expected to be released next August. So that got really reduced, like by half.
oh
So of course they're already talking about bringing her back on the show, but
oh my God.
I know it's really sad because other people have gone to jail on these shows, but they didn't have like victims of crimes, right? Like it's something like this Real Housewives of New Jersey went to jail because they were doing like mortgage fraud. It's like banks or corporations they were defrauding, but this was like actual people,
Senior
older
citizens are
people.
so vulnerable too. I worked with senior citizens for a really long time.
Yeah, it's really sad. So people are very, Bravo gets accused sometimes of being a little dark, and this is one of those dark stories, but we'll see. They do keep mentioning her, I feel like, to keep her a part of the conversation so they can just pop her right back on the show, which would be very weird. So,
Yeah.
but I guess you do your time, do your sentence, and then what can you do? So I don't know. It's gonna be controversial if they bring her back for sure. So yeah, that's what they're referring to when they say Jen Shah. So
Oof. Okay. All right.
yes. So
She was
that
friends
all
with all of these girls. Like she was in the friend group. Okay.
yeah, and she was already like a hot mess of a cast member, like fighting and throwing things and like she was already like
Very tough.
crazy. And then this happened. Yeah, like she literally got arrested in the middle of the season. I think that was season 3 maybe. And then oh, like this franchise is crazy. So last season, no, the season before, so season 4, they actually this is great. You're gonna love this. Okay, they hired a girl, a cast member, who it turned out had like a page, like like a blog, like an Instagram page, like what I have, like. But she was anonymous. It was called Reality Bond Tease, and she would talk trash about all the cast and like do crazy things. She was like stalking one of them and they hired her on the cast without them knowing. So she was literally running a
She's Lady
page.
Whistledown.
Yeah. What is that?
You don't watch Bridgerton?
I'm like, I don't
Oh
know.
Lord, if you watch Bridgerton, it's a great reference. Lady
Is
Whistledown.
it?
She's like
So
Lady
she
Whistledown.
like infiltrated the group but talks about them. Is that what it is like?
Lady Whistledown is an anonymous newspaper on the Bridgerton scene, and it turns out that the person running the newspaper is like very in the group, but she be
In the group?
Yeah, she's the
How have I never heard that literally Salt Lake
Bridgerton's
City?
such a good show. You should watch it.
Yeah, I mean, that whole storyline right there sounds right up my alley. That's perfect. So
Yeah,
I can't believe people haven't compared Monica to Lady Whistledown before then, because that's
yeah.
exactly what she was.
Oh,
So yeah, this franchise has been crazy. So that's why I'm like starting the premiere with a prank. Like, no, we're better than this. Like, we've had like fake
and they
bloggers and
started out with,
arrests.
like, it was, like, the Blair Witch Project going. I was like, "What
Oh
is
my
the"
god, that's the first thing I wrote, Blair Witch. So we're like this. Although I guess it was obvious, but
what? I was like, "Is this real?" The way it started, the way it ended was so witchy, and then they had their cameras. They're like, "I'm so scared." And I'm like, "Wait, this can't be real, or is it?" Like, this is like,
right?
"Oh, this is dramatic." But
They
so far,
do
so good.
have.
No, I don't know nobody's names, but so far, so good.
Yes, I'll help you. They all like most of the cities have their own production company. So you can really tell with this one they have really good like editors, and that's why it's like sort of more like cinematic, I guess you could say. It
Okay.
has, yeah, they have a way of editing it. I don't know how I felt about the little handheld cameras. Like, it was giving we don't want to pay cameramen to camp out here with you guys. So
I think
you
they
take the
did it for
footage.
the purpose of the Blair Witch Project theme.
Yeah.
Like,
It did.
that's what they do.
Yeah, it gave it a little bit of like a scary vibe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me dizzy when people are like running
Same,
around with camcorders.
same,
It's not fun to watch. So,
same.
but yeah, the whole start, I guess, the prank, all of that was the Jen Shaw stuff. So, what did you think about Mary? She's my favorite. She's funny.
Which one's Mary? The black one.
Yeah.
The only black one.
I was gonna be like
When
the older one, but I don't know actually what their ages are relative to each other. I think they're all similar. There's a couple younger
she's
ones. I don't know.
you can tell that she's just, like, really blunt when she said to that girl, "Oh, we're passing your house today. Maybe we could drop you." I was like,
That's yeah.
she's just like
She's
the rude auntie that, like, that just says whatever's on her mind, like, because she just, like, I don't know, I
she's very
thought
blunt.
she's a key. Yeah, she's actually really funny. I think she's my favorite so far if I had to pick one after one episode, but yeah.
She is. She was not on it. I think for season 4 she took a break, and then season 5 she was only back like a little bit, and you could really feel her absence because she's like the comic relief. She always has funny one-liners. She keeps it funny. She has her own dramatic backstory. She's like married to her grandpa or something.
Ashley, shut up.
I
She's
swear.
married to her grandpa?
I think like step grandpa maybe. Obviously, not blood really.
Oh,
I
Lord.
never realized how funny it was gonna be to explain Salt Lake City to you. Because when you really think about it as a whole of all of these things, it's a lot. Like it's a one in a million cast because they have a lot going on.
She's
Okay.
married to her grandpa? Is
Yeah.
that I guess, is that a thing in Utah? Is that part of
She's married to her step grandpa. So he was married to her grandma. Her grandma passed away, then she married him. Yeah, wrong. So wrong.
Wait, her her biological grandmother was married to
Yes.
him.
Yes.
She stole her grandma's man.
She stole she did, yeah.
She stole her grandma's man after her grandma died.
I was gonna say, I don't think her grandma was around anymore, so I don't know if it counts, but
But I met you because you was my
she passed.
grandma's boo. So when my
So,
grandma died, I'm consoling your mourning husband, and then I
yeah. So this is what this website says.
Oh, that is scandalous.
So scandalous. This is what's going down in Utah because so her grandma passed away, left her millions of dollars, businesses, and the family's Pentecostal megachurch. But
I think she
what?
married her man.
She could only get all of that if she married the step grandpa. So she had to marry him to get all that money and the
Oh,
church.
it was her grandma's wishes.
Yeah. Why would your grandma wish that? So
Oh.
she was 20 and he was 40. That's not that old. Her
What kind of
grandpa could be
grandma's 40?
her grandma must have had a younger man, I guess. Must have, right?
What
Math
kind of
wise.
grandpa is 40? This doesn't
40s.
make
This
the
could be like
situation
48. No, it doesn't. I
doesn't
mean,
make the
that
situation.
makes me feel sad for Mary, honestly, because that's like, if she was in her
It
20s, I
seems like
guess you're
that
an
was the
adult.
grandma's wishes. It's like, "Imma take care of you, but you need to take care of my man when I go."
Why would you want that though?
I'm not really sure, but it does seem like maybe grandpa, unquote, so 40-year-old grandpa is kinda wild,
Yeah,
but maybe he
that
was a
makes it a
lot
little.
better. Makes it a little better, softens the blow slightly.
Yeah, I was thinking he was like 60,
I
and
was
they
thinking
had,
he's, like, 70 and, like, she's, like,
yeah,
had
like
to marry
20s,
him at, like, 20 or something.
and they had a child together too. Like she has a son. They have a son together. So
Okay,
yeah, it was, yeah, her grandmother's wishes. Who
okay,
called it? So,
alright. Well,
well, gotta do what grandma says, but
well,
I don't know. Like,
get
can
the
you
M's,
imagine?
get the
Sorry,
M's.
but can you imagine sleeping with someone that your grandma slept with? Like, that's
No.
that's just,
Oh, I can't actually.
oh my God.
No.
Okay, Mary's never coming on this podcast. Not that she was anyways, but we love you, Mary. We're just
We love you, Mary,
explaining.
but I have questions. I mean, will you come on the podcast? I really need to know more about this.
Yeah,
We've
it's
been
so funny
married
because
for
what.
quite some time, I would imagine.
Yeah, because she's in her 50s now, so 30
Yeah.
years. So it worked out. Her grandma had good wishes, I
Huh.
guess, but, yeah, it just sounds weirder than it is, I guess. No,
Because
it's
she
so
could
weird.
have, like, married him, took the money, and left. Like, I guess they must have had some
Mhm.
chemistry because they wouldn't still be married to this day
Yeah,
unless those were part of the stipulations. I don't
probably. 'Cause I don't know if they, like, divorce in Salt Lake City, but, I mean, people do get divorced there, but, yeah, it's so weird because I watched this obviously for 6 years, and so you just find out these little things along the way, and they don't sound so crazy, but now that I'm telling you it all at once, I'm like, "This is a lot." So if you guys haven't watched the other seasons, it's probably a lot for you too, and you should go back and watch them because it's a wild ride. Like, this is definitely one of the best franchises because
Okay.
of all of the stuff. So, yeah, it's a lot, but and then Brittany is a new addition. She just came on last season.
Okay.
She I don't know if you know, do you know who the Osmonds are?
Mhm. No.
Oh, you do? Like,
No.
like
I
the
thought she meant the
famous.
Osbournes, like,
Oh,
the Osmonds, yes, I know who.
similar.
Okay.
I can't remember what the main guy's name is. There's the Osmond, like, I think it's, like, back in, like, the '60s, the singing, like, brother and sister, like, Mormons.
Oh,
You'd know it if you saw them, like,
Donnie
they look like this.
Donnie, yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
Mhm, Donnie and Marie?
I
I don't
think
know.
you're right, yes.
I don't know.
So Brittany's man, what's his name? Jared, I think. He's, like, their cousin, and they're, like, Mormon royalty, so that's, like, a big deal. That would be like dating, like, I don't know, someone famous here, but so it's a big deal, but he's crazy, as you could hear, like, they got engaged, they broke off the engagement, he's dating other women. So Brittany is a bit of a mess, but she is an entertaining cast member. What did you think of her? You know
She's
which
the
one I'm
y
talking
yes.
about?
She is the one who made the announcement that she got engaged and then unengaged 2 weeks later, and
Yes,
was she the one that got yes, was she the one that was arguing at the fire pit at the end?
a lot,
Okay.
yes.
Yes, her. So she was
She
the
came
one
in
that was
hot.
sticking up for Lisa, who was not
Yes,
there against the what's the redhead girl's name?
Whitney.
Whitney. So she's the one who came at Whitney, and Whitney was like, "What do you do for money? Is suck your man's dick." That's her. Yeah, 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 yeah. So Brittany, yeah, because how you gonna come for me and how I make my money, and then when I attack you on how you make your money, you're just like, oh my God, why would you say that? Give me this apology. And it's like, well, no, ho,
Uh-huh,
you came at me, and that's why I came at you. She's like, it was
yeah.
so crash. I don't even want to say it. Like,
We actually had a funny interaction with Brittany today. Should I tell them? Wait,
yeah,
first, can I just say I was listening to the Vile Files last week because they had someone on that I really like. I can't remember what his name is, but he's really funny. I think his name's Justin. He's Kyle Richards' like best friend on Beverly Hills. If you know who I'm talking about, he's a really funny guy. So I was listening to him and he was talking about how he DM'd Brittany to come on his podcast. And then he made this, not Justin, Nick, the host, did this. He made this big deal and he was like, oh, I got a voice note back from her. Like he felt very special because he got a voice note. But I actually have a voice note from Brittany too, because I think that's just what she sends to everybody. So if you ever want a voice note from Brittany, just DM her because she'll send you one. Because I think she posted something like back in December. And so I was like, congrats. And then she sent
Cute. Thanks, Ashley.
she said, thanks, Ashley, which was cute. And Nick's didn't have his name in it. So I feel more special than him. But that's not the funny interaction. That was just, I think that's just her. So she sends voice notes to people. But so I DM'd her today because she followed me and I was like, oh, maybe she'd come on the podcast. I doubt it because the Bravo PR is very hard to get people on little podcasts like ours. It's very difficult. But I was like, oh, I'll ask her anyways because she follows me. At least I know maybe she'll see the message. So I sent her the request and she was like, absolutely, reach out to Brittany at Brittany Bateman and it'll go to my PR team. Yay. And I was like, oh, okay, that maybe like that's not a no. And so I was going to email it, but then I checked her page and her PR team is like a real PR place. It's like AGPR at AndersonPRgroup.com. So I think Brittany fake emailed us. She gave us a fake email, which is
Even though she has
hilarious.
his real email right there in her bio.
Maybe she's so sick of people DMing and she's like, my information's in the bio. So now she just fucks with people and is like, I'm just going to give you a fake one since you can't be bothered to look. But I always DM even if it's in the bio because sometimes, I mean, it usually works out well if they actually want to talk to you. And if they don't, they don't. So,
Right.
but I just thought that was hilarious. It's just so Brittany. Like if you watch her and that's just so something that she would do. But maybe it's not fake. Maybe she has two, but it's
We'll
giving
just
fake.
CC the other one.
Should I email the real one now?
Email them both. Yeah. Like
I was like, Brittany at Brittany Bateman. There wasn't even like a .com. It was just Brittany at Brittany Bateman. It's not giving real. So
not
I'm
giving
like,
real.
yeah. And I would think it's not her responding to her DMs, but she's sending out voice notes. So it has to be her, right? So I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just funny. Very Brittany. But anyways, then we see them go on some kayaks. Oh, wait. What do you think of Bronwyn? She was new last season too. So
I
she was
I feel like she's the only one I remember because her name is like really different and unique,
mhm,
very outspoken. And again, there was a lot of back talk of like things that happened in previous seasons. So I'm just sitting there kind of like, who it
mhm.
seems like there's a lot of conflict in the group. So I don't know who gets along with who and
Yes.
who doesn't get along with who, but Lisa seems to be like a very interesting character just based on what they all had to say about her and just based on the lawsuits against her and based
Mhm.
on the fact that she said I don't want to name drop and then name dropped
Yeah,
like and all of
she
the
does that.
clips that I've seen of her, I was like, okay, Lisa is somebody that I'm very interested to see as far as Bron Bronwyn? Bron
Bronwyn.
yeah, like so far so good. I think all of the ladies bring an oomph is what I feel like this season's gonna be chaotic. So
Uh-huh. Yeah,
yeah.
Bronwyn was new last season and everybody really loved her. She was like a fan favorite. At the reunion, she had that little snafu with the lying. Because, okay, on the last season, she has an older husband. So he's like 20 years older. And she made a big show on her birthday of him buying her a $4 million necklace as a birthday present, or no, anniversary present, which is a little unbelievable. And then at the reunion, Lisa came with the receipts that she never bought the necklace. It was just like a show for the show. So, but then she owned up to it in this episode. But I definitely feel like people might be side eyeing her a little bit now because, like, once you lie, it's like,
It's like, what's the point though of lying about a $4 million necklace? Like, who even wants a $4 million necklace? Who would I wouldn't
what
even
a
feel
waste of
comfortable wearing
money.
a $4 million necklace. Like,
You could get
what?
like 10 houses for that. You could get a million trips. You could do so much with $4 million. Like, what? You couldn't even wear that around. So, yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
without, and
very
then someone
weird
snatches it
lie.
off your neck, and then what? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, so
Yes.
her husband has money like that to where he could afford a $4 million necklace, like just
I
as an
don't think so.
anniversary.
And this is definitely a problem that a lot of these housewives have, and then they end up, like, bankrupt because they come on the show and they wanna make a big show of it, and be flashy and fit in, and so, like, they end up spending more money than they even make for being on the show because they wanna, like, look good, right? And so Bronwyn, I think she admitted to that where she was like, "This necklace became more important than, like, anything else going on," so I don't know. It does make you side-eye her a bit, but she did own up to it,
I
so
do.
we'll see
Yeah.
what
It's a weird
but
little
yeah.
lie, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, a very weird little lie. So then you're kinda like, "Well, what else are you lying about?" So I don't know if she'll be as loved this season, but she was really, like, a fan favorite last season, so we'll see what happens. But I think they're all being pretty honest about what's going on in their lives, like Whitney with her business, that's sad, it totally
That was
fell apart.
sad. Yeah. And then when she said TikTokers trying to, like, make a
I
I don't
wrote that down.
I'm not a I don't do Bravo on my TikTok, but I would imagine this is what some of the Love is Blind people maybe feel about us.
Right?
But I mean, sorry, Love is Blind and like Real Housewives are two completely different franchises, and these women are on
Mhm.
multiple seasons versus cast that's on one season. And their time is fleeting, but I thought that was really funny that she said
Yeah.
that because I mean, obviously, like they showed the headlines of like what give me some
It
backstory on
is
going on with her businesses, like, it was, like, multi-level marketing gone bad or
I I don't actually know, like, the full story, like, I know last season she had, like, a jewelry business, and then someone pointed out, like, one of the Instagram pages that her jewelry looked like it was coming from, like, Alibaba or something, it's like
Mm.
a website that you
Yeah, I
can
know
see yeah,
Alibaba. Yeah.
okay, so yeah, they were calling her out for, like, selling stuff she would buy from there for, like, $400, and so I don't know if that's what happened with her business. I think she ended up proving or trying to prove it wasn't true, but yeah, I think it's silly when people on these shows, like, get upset about TikTokers or podcasters or any of it because it's like it's part of being in the spotlight, right? Like, it's part of being a celebrity, like, there's People Magazine or Us Weekly or all of that stuff, like, there's always gonna be people reporting on your business when you're famous, right? So, I
Yeah.
don't know, when she said they're trying to get famous off of me, it's like, you're just one person out of thousands that get reported on, like,
Yeah.
it was just a weird thing to say, but I don't know, it seems specific, like, she's mad at a specific TikToker, so I don't
Yeah.
exactly know what happened
Yeah.
there because
Who it
I
was.
didn't hear yeah, because usually they say blogger, so maybe we should appreciate that she's with the times and she's saying TikToker and not blogger because blogger is so outdated, so maybe
Yeah, but
she's
they
trying
also
to
use TikToker as a way to insult. They use it as, like, a
yeah,
dig. They think it's
TikTok
offensive.
detective, that's what we get a lot, so
Yeah. Yeah, TikTok journalist. Yeah. Yeah, they use it as a way to discredit you somehow.
TikTok sleuth, they like that one.
TikTok yeah, they like that one.
Yeah.
But they use it as a way as a dig, like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's really not that offensive, like, I am a TikTok content creator, journalist.
Hey, I mean, the editor of People Magazine follows me, so let's just say that we know what we're talking about, okay? She's probably just
Period,
trying to keep an eye on what I'm saying and not
period,
necessarily getting
period.
information
They
from
don't
you
call
guys.
they don't say sleuth no more, they don't say that no more, now they be like, "Renowned journalist, yeah, this service on my name."
Award-winning journalist. Okay, we haven't
Award
won awards yet, but
no, not an award, but they will say, like, renowned. We've gotten renowned before.
have we?
We
Oh, that's
have,
fancy.
yeah, we were both mentioned in the article, so
It's nice having the podcast now because I feel like I don't know that necessarily that's the funny part of this, right? Like, how I don't feel like that does give you more credibility at all, but maybe it's because it's more visible. Like, for you on your TikTok, you are very visible on there, so I don't think when they speak negatively about TikTok and stuff, they mean you necessarily, like someone that puts their face out as like a journalist or reporter, right? Because some of these Instagram pages that they call bloggers are literally anonymous. Like, it's just a blank picture. So I think when you put your face behind what you're saying, it's more credibility just because, there's consequences if you just come on here and lie about a bunch of stuff. So
yeah,
that's, I guess, what gives the credibility. But either way, if we're on TikTok or Instagram or here, we're still saying the truth. So
right, right.
I'm just glad she didn't say bloggers. So we've heard
Yeah,
enough of that on the other franchises right now. It's a lot of bloggers. So
yeah, but it was really nice to see her getting, like, really vulnerable and, like, just being really open, and
mhm.
that's why I think it was so crazy that Brittany used that moment to, like, make it about herself and, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that, but you do owe me an apology. Right.
I
That
know.
I said my husband's sick, but honestly, you notice that she didn't answer the question, like, when she
No.
said, "What do you do for money?" Like, she had no question. I mean, she had no answer
Mhm.
to the question. It's like, at least I tried. Like, yes, I tried and failed at something, but I tried.
Yeah.
What do you do? You know, even
Mhm.
if it is just like you're in the dick, like, okay, good for you, girl. Tell
Well,
me what the fuck
Brittany
you
doesn't
know.
even have a husband, so I don't know.
Oh, well, damn. Well, never mind.
She's got this Jared Osmond guy that they break up every 2 weeks, so I don't think that's a good financial plan.
That's
Because
not a good financial plan,
no,
actually.
he's not. He's obviously taking women to what was it called? Lifetimes or something? That must be the gym there, I guess, so
Mm.
yeah, he's slid into Mary's DMs. That's how much of a womanizer he is. He's, like, all over everybody, so
They never learn. Look how old he
no.
is, and he's still just
Yes, he's still out there, like yeah,
thugging
he's
out
trouble, so
in them streets. Mm-mm.
well, do you have any other thoughts about Salt Lake City? It's gonna be a good season. I'm kinda sad Lisa wasn't in it because she is one of the iconic characters. It was weird not having her there, but I guess they couldn't really talk about her business stuff if she was there, so it was a good way to, like,
Who
set up
was
the
who
season.
was the one that was also defending Lisa and was like, "We're best friends," and they were like,
Oh,
"No,"
Heather?
when
Blonde
they
lady?
became best friends.
Was it a blonde lady?
They all look blonde to me.
Oh. Well, there's
It's
Angie. Angie was the one wearing the bow, the big bow in her
okay.
confessionals, and then Heather was the blonde one. I think those are the only 2 we didn't talk about. They didn't really have a lot going on in this episode. I mean, Angie, like, organized the trip, but
What do you think about the trip overall? Just like the RV of it all, the camping of it all, the fishing of it all, the river of it all, the
well,
hot
I
dog
mean,
stick of it all?
I was just gonna say, how are you gonna have a hot dog without condiments? Like, that's nasty. I'm only eating a hot dog for the mustard and the ketchup. I'm not eating a plain hot dog.
Not
That's
eating plain hot
crazy.
dog. That's
No.
wild.
That's nasty. So, yeah, I mean, or Brittany saying that asparagus is fancy. Do you agree?
No.
No, it's pretty
Yeah,
easy
but
to
how
make
do you
veggie.
make asparagus on an open flame?
It's true. Like you need to like roast it like a weenie. I guess you just put a
They
stick through
should
it.
have bought like a portable air fryer,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
see, that's why I wouldn't be able to camp either because I feel like I would forget stuff and then you're out in the bushes and it's too late, right? So, not the best activity for them. I don't know why they chose that, but it did
Very
provide,
just
like,
I
some
do not wanna
comedy.
be attached to this. This is not my trip, like, absolutely not, like
Yeah, yeah, I felt bad for them. It was definitely not a nice trip, but then if it was just like, okay, going to some spa and winery, like, it's kinda boring, right? So it was
and,
funny.
like, a nice cabin, like, that's a nice little trip,
I think,
but it did
their
look
problem
really beautiful, like, by the lake and the water
mhm.
and the ice, and it did look really pretty. I just don't know about all of them sleeping in that RV.
No, are you a camper? Like, have you camped?
I have gone camping before. I wouldn't say I'm a camper, by any means. No, I don't wanna be out in the wilderness. No,
No.
it's a no for me. Yeah, like, I'm, like, more like a beach, you know?
Yeah. I
It's like
would camp in a
for, like, one day, but, like, a cabin, though, you know?
yeah. I would camp in an RV, I think, not a tent. I'm past that stage of life. I've done that maybe once, but yeah, RVs like they come pretty fancy now. I think it's like a little house
There's
on
a
wheels.
lot of
So
them bitches, like, to put in one RV is, like, 8 of you guys, like, maybe
mhm.
4 where we have some space. It's like they don't have any space in there.
No, and like the ventilation hopefully is good because like Bronwood said, that's a lot. Like everyone's right up in each other's business. So no, I don't even like sleepovers in a house, so it's not for me.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
I don't know, it looks good. The previews for the upcoming episodes look good. I'm excited to see where this goes and get this show on the road because these
yeah.
ladies do seem crazy and there seems to be like a lot of conflict in the group. So
Hmm.
I like it's like a puzzle right now. So it's like all the pieces will eventually come together the more the episodes go on. So
Yeah. Yeah, I do feel like it's kind of not a filler season, but might not be as exciting as the last few, and then if they're having Jen Shaw come back next season, this one might just be, like, setting that up, and so, I don't know, it still looks good, like, it's just so hard at this point for them to top every season because the last few have just been insanity, so
Yeah.
but I think they're all really interesting characters, and they're fun to watch, so, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch more.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we go?
No?
No, we got so much coming up, like Love Island games every day for the next 3 weeks. We got our Love is Blind France, recap coming. I think that comes out tomorrow. What else we got coming up? All this Bravo shows that we're still
All the
doing.
Bravo. We have
Miami,
Miami, OC,
OC,
London.
now Salt
We
Lake City,
we have the Love is Blind trailer just dropped,
Denver.
and then that's coming out October 1st. So we're gonna be here, guys. We're gonna be
Yeah,
here. You
yeah,
better
we're
be
me.
there with us.
Yes. Yeah, let us know what you thought of both episodes. And yeah, stay tuned to the Instagram and we'll do a little giveaway for Nick's sold out trucker hat and some goodies. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.